Alrighty, hey guys, this is Thyrath with Thyrath Gaming. We are currently going to start and pick up from where we left off in the last episode. So let's see. We do need more beds, which I need more wood. And we are going to pick off trying to yet improve on our pals we have here, trying to get more infrastructure made so that way we don't have to do as much manual labor. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm pretty sure I just broke my axe. Since the last episode, I did go through and catch a couple more pals to get us started. Wrong one. Nope, that's the one I was on. Repair. And repair. So let's see. Do we have enough to put a bed down? We do. Oh, I actually had 3 beds down. So I need... let's put this one. Because we need to get berries auto-farmed. Oh, I didn't realize we had a enemy in here. It's okay. So let's go ahead. So now we have 4. Let's see. I did catch you and you, which you need to go in there. And then we need to eventually get you in there. And then I need to get more pal spheres. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit more wood. Since my last episode, a update from the game has came out. Unfortunately, because of the lawsuit going between Palworld's company and Nintendo, glider pets are not allowed in the game. Like, they do not have glider pets. As well as I did want to say, I think I'm going to install a shiny mod that makes pals shiny in game. I'm going to play around with that, but I'm not really sure. Reason being why I'm not super sure I want to do that, and this is going to be a little weird. I don't want to have to wait for mods to update in this playthrough, so I think we're going to use that in other playthroughs. Like, we'll do like a shiny only run, but on this playthrough specifically, I do not think we are going to do that, just because I want to be able to, the second the updates hit, if they are stable, I want to have my world updated and start playing with those without the mods, or like not have to wait for mods to update and everything. Let's go ahead and get our deer, and then I need to go get some palladium, and then I did get a alpaca. Usually I tend to use, hold up, I do want to put a storage chest right here, just because I want to be able to transfer stuff very quickly. But we need to just kind of fill out our base and see what we can find this episode. But I do want to say, unfortunately, I'm hoping we don't see a ton more game changes from this lawsuit. But you never know what we're going to see as time goes on. They've already made multiple changes to the game because of the lawsuit. The first change being, so when the game first came out and you used to throw your pals out, let's just do it really quick. You used to throw the ball, and now they just spawn next to you, which isn't too big of a deal. It kind of ruins it a little aesthetically, but it's not a super big problem. Let's put this. Let's put these in there. Let's go make some more pal spheres, and then we're going to go out and catch some pals. I do want to get a lift monk. That is probably my favorite early game pal. And a couple other pals. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to make. So I will be back when I'm a little bit more ready to find, when I find something I want to go find. I think we're also going to go fight Chillet after I get a lift monk. All right, we found a fuddler. I'm going to try and capture these two. As you've seen in the first clip there, at the end of it, I did accidentally kill our lift monk. So not very happy with myself there. Let's see, can we kill this? Really? And we'll grab you. So in the beginning of the game, it's actually good to catch multiples of each pal, just because there is a bonus up to the first, I think it's first 10 of each, or 12 of each. Not really sure. All right, technology, what do we got? Ooh, we could get the Ike Theater here. Oh, we definitely want that. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna grab it anyways. Pelt armor, and I guess we can grab it. I'm not gonna really use it, but we'll grab it. Oh, we didn't do our stats. And let's get ourselves up to 700. Alrighty, caught those two. I'll show you what's at the end when I find out. Alrighty, we are at the end of the dungeon. Unfortunately, all I have is Fire Pal to fight Water Pals. Cellray was actually one of the pals that got changed, unfortunately. I got one arrow. There's that. So I guess use this axe. But this is one of the gliding pals that got changed. The glider, when you have this pal in your party, does still get a buff. However, it now instead gets a... ooh, I really don't want to die here. Oh, please no. I don't want to lose. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Why are you guys chasing me? Okay, I died. That was bound to happen. But it's Cellray. I need to gear up a little bit better, and we'll come back into these. But Cellray was one of the pals that got changed. Now, when you're using it in your party, the glider is blue. However, you can no longer glide with the pal, which does kind of suck. Let me go sleep this day off, and I will grab my stuff back, and we'll continue our adventure. All right, in light of our last experiment, we are going to go ahead and build this really quick, just so we have it. And then I do want, of course, I need more wood. But good thing we got Aether here. Hopefully he's gotten us some. Oh, there he goes. He did. Thank you. And then I swapped out our lamb ball for an alpaca, and hopes to get that done, or to get more wool. I watched a thing that said you should use alpaca over a lamb ball, but I'm not exactly sure which is better. So we're gonna just experiment and see what I like better. I mean, alpaca's cooler than a little lammy. So let me go ahead and grab this shield. And oh, I was gonna build something. I seen that I could build it. Oh, it was a glider. Oh, I need 2 cloth, which I don't think I can make. Need 1 more of those. So now we at least have a shield in that. I think I'm going to go and retry and conquer that dungeon again, and I will show you what's at the end of it, and hopefully this time we won't die. And then also, I do need to start working on getting this, which actually I can get, because I would like to get that. So let me go ahead and just build that really quick, and I will be back, and well, let's actually grab this, and we're going to put you over here, and you can just go right here. Remember, this is just like a temporary base. We're not actually going to... Oh, shoot. Nope. I screwed that up. I did put our Fuddler in here. I just think Fuddler 1 is a better miner than Rushbore, even though actually... Well, Rushbore's 2. Yeah, I just like Fuddler a little better. And then what do we need to do? I did upgrade this a couple times. There we go. So now we get 2 bases, build a power statue, which we will build soon. Remember, the goal is to try and just get to the point where I can get a flying pal, and then we're going to fly to where I want to put our base, which is actually up by the Mud boss. If you know where that is, it's up near the second or the first expansion island. So if you know where that is, you know. Alrighty, I need to add a fire pal to here, but I also, in order to do that, need to add a bed. So let's actually add 2 more beds, just because we can have 9 pals here. So that'll give us 7. So we're at 7 now, so that gives us 8, 9. And let's do this, which is we're gonna add you, because you can all... Oh, infinite stamina, diamond body, and unstable. Didn't even notice we got that. So we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna go ahead and cook these up, and then we will grab our Lift Monk saddle. All right, we're back for round 2. Let's see if I can at least redeem myself. This time it is with a thwack. And I did make the lift monk machine gun. Oh, I just killed the thwack. But we did get our first ancient technology because of that, so I'm way okay with that. That's not really hot. Oh, I'm just gonna... Lift monk's just about to murder these things. Let's at least catch one of them. Trying to get my 12 capture bonus. Ooh, and then we also did get... You know what? Die. He doesn't get to get captured. We also did get our first ancient technology book. Pelt. We'll just give it to... I don't know which one I've been using. I think it's this one. Alrighty, that was a pretty successful second dungeon. The first dungeon did not go well. I'm not even going to lie and pretend it did. So, my wife should actually be calling me soon. Let's see. I do still want to find a Vixie. Oh, there's 2 Vixies. Actually, that works out great. But I only have 1 ball. So I'm having a lot of issues. With pals that are just disappointed. So we're actually gonna go through and try and grab some pal fluids from these thwack, and also just try and get our XP a little bit higher. There we go. That should catch that. And oh, I don't have enough for Chillet. Otherwise, I'd say let's go catch Chillet. But we need to get pal fluid. Let's see. Pal Expedition Center. I do kind of want to get that. Hip Lantern. When do I actually get to incubate eggs? Because that's the biggest thing. 19 is there. And I can't get incubators yet? Oh, I can. Right there. I just got to get 1 technology point. So I'm going to go around trying to get that. Let's get ourselves up to 1,000 HP. I did level up once. And then I don't really know what I want to get from here. I know we need this, and I know we need that. I guess let's grab that and be done. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and try and catch some more thwack and get other water. Ooh, lift monk effigy. We need to get those too. Actually, let's just kill some things. Just because I don't have a ton of pal spheres yet. Because my base is not really quite up to par. I'd like to get it a lot better, in a lot better standings than it is. But it's just not there yet. I did just make metal tools. So, I think I can just walk in this water. I can. I love the fact that you can climb. Like, out of everything Nintendo's really upset about, I'm surprised it's not the glider, this climbing mechanic, which I guess, like, how do you get mad about that stuff? I think this is just a cash grab on Niantic and the Pokemon Company's part, because they didn't care about any other, like, catch-em-all games at all until this one came and it did well. And I think that's because everybody was calling it Pokemon with guns, but I'm not really sure. Alrighty, let's grab this egg. I do need to make it so I can incubate eggs. Alright, we're gonna kill this Pangu. Come on, there you are. Get some chrome going. There's 1 more. I think I need 10 in total. Let me look. I don't really care about that because it's not gonna hurt me, so I need 1 more after this. Alright, I'm going to go back and make that. Get some more pal spheres. And then I think... So right next to the first tower, there's a dungeon. I think we're going to go take that on. So we can get the egg incubator. So I will be back shortly after I get a little bit more prep. I just wanted to point out that I am trying to fix my pals. My base, I hate early game. Because, like, you want to do so much, but you just can't because you don't have no resources. Alrighty, so I've done a little bit of work, not a super ton, But I have, however, gotten quite a bit of stuff done. Oh, I think we still need just shy on palladium. I did recently catch. Let's see. Let's put that away. Do I have any watering pals? No. A Nightwing. However, because we have a Nightwing, and then I did hatch the Mud right there and the Pen King. But because we have that, we can get the saddle, which will actually allow us to do what I want to do, which is start heading up to where we're going to move the base. We'll probably start that in between episodes. Of course, the deer is sick with an ulcer. And that is because we not quite ready to, we're just going to switch deer for now. It's probably not the best way to do that, but we're going to do it that way for now. And I wish Pen King would come over here. There it goes. Now it'll come over there. But I want to start flying up there. I just need 5 more palladium, which I could have just went and got the easy way, but we'll do it this way. Oh, right there's 5. And then I do want to go kill Chillet. So let me get this saddle made. We'll fly over. We'll look at Chillet. Maybe even possibly look at Pen King. What do we have for balls? Okay, we have plenty. And then we are going to start slowly heading up to where I want to put our new base. And, okay, I AFK'd while I ate dinner, which was about 20 minutes. And obviously, my base does not work the way it should. But we have the Mud because I wanted to start getting pal oil. I need to actually go catch the pal that gives you... Oh, I want those. That gives you water. Soul or water essence. So let me do this and I'll be right back. Alrighty. Sorry about that. I can now fly. Just finished this up actually. This is going to be our first flight together. Unfortunately, this is literally the worst flying pal of the game. However, it is a flying pal. So let's make our way towards Chillet. And I guess we got to land already. Let's try and kill Pen King, Chillet, and see what we can do from there. I think we could almost probably take on the first Syndicate Tower, which would be a good thing. And then in between episodes, I am probably going to fly up to our new base location and start getting that set up. It does take 4 bases to set up exactly how I want to. That is a crap ton of lift monk. Does that mean there's eggs? I've never seen that many lift monk in one area. I really wish I knew that, if that meant there was eggs. That's probably not going to catch, but it was worth a shot. Yeah. Alrighty. Chillet should be right up here. Right there's Chillet. I'm a little over leveled for Chillet. And there's that. Because I don't want to shoot him with that. I did actually upgrade my crossbow. Let's just get off him. And let's let him take 1 more damage, maybe. Let's catch him. There we go. That should catch him. Really good early mining place. Actually, you can go... There goes that. I need that ancient technology anyways. But you can actually go right over here. And basically all you have to do is block this bridge with a gate. And it's basically defended. But if you go right over here, there's like 7, how many iron nodes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you put your thing right here, all 8 of them still spawn. It's actually pretty nice. But that is not my plan for this series. So And then I'm pretty sure I can just go this way to get a Pan King. Oh, I forgot I can fly. And here I am using gliders. I did upgrade my glider to the second glider. Alright. Actually, let's go grab this chest really quick. And... ooh, a frag grenade. I don't ever actually use the grenades. Most time I used to actually. When I first started playing this game, I usually never went past a crossbow. Because usually I'd find a good... see, like right here, this crossbow does 364 damage. Usually if you can find like a legendary schematic or something, you're pretty good and set. On my other playthrough, I actually have a legendary schematic for a pump-action shotgun. And that thing can tear things up. Alright, let's grab the quick spawn, or the quick travel point. What else? Is there any other bosses around here? Ooh, we guess we can go kill the hawk too. Let's grab this. I wouldn't mind trying to catch this Pan King, but I don't really need it. I know they probably can't, especially because of the lawsuit, but I really wish they can make shiny Pokemon a different color, or shiny pals a different color. But because of the lawsuit, I'm pretty sure the Pokemon Company will never, ever allow that to happen. Even though, like, there is other companies doing similar things. Like A-Drive, he's a big PokeTuber that actually made his own game. And in it, he has something that's basically... it's a card game, so I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it does have basic, kind of like Pokemon mechanics. Dang. Trying to get rid of these. Okay, that didn't work out so well. Alrighty, I guess we're gonna have to retry that. Let's go here. I don't even... I should have just used... I know what I should have done. That was my fault. But this is why we are not doing a hardcore run first. I'm decent at this game, but I usually overlevel everything. I'm not gonna lie. And unfortunately, the crossbow is just really slow. Reload. But let's just go up in here. Should be able to grab my stuff, and we should be able to kill it. I should have used Lift Monk. I don't know why I didn't use Lift Monk or the ability. So let's just grab everything. That puts everything back on. Press R. Let's do this. Enter dungeon. And 3, 2, 1. Grab this. Just because kind of have to do this. Let's actually try and get rid of... can I get rid of these? What? Now I can just focus on him. No, I can't. Now I can. And 10%. That's not really high enough, but we'll take it. 39, which should be 60. Alright, that should catch him. And Pinkin caught. Alright, so now we need to get our base to level 7. Fight a... I don't really care about that. And then we do eventually need to go to the #1 wild refuge, because I did unlock the breeding center. So I need to start collecting the 4 pals you need to be able to breed basically any good base pal in the game, which is Grizzbolt, the other white deer, and there's 2 more. I'm trying to think of the other 2. 3 out of 4. Oh, Van Worm, and the other one can also be caught at the island. So, but we're going to do that early next episode. Let's see. I do want that Vixie, actually. So I usually try to catch all the Vixies I can, just because of the free pal spheres. Trying to upgrade them isn't actually a half bad idea. Let's go kill this syndicate boss and we will call it a episode. I should have teleported. Let's go over here to the church. There is a fast travel point here. And I'm hoping I'm trying to make these a little bit more interesting. I know this is only going to be episode 2. This is only, well, on this channel, the second video I've made. I'm trying to find my voice, trying to figure out how not to say so much, trying to figure out how to fill dead space, and just trying to get a hold of all those things. Let's see, I don't really care about musket, but I do want that. I don't care about that ammo. Tomato plantation. Yes. Dimensional pal storage. I do want, what is this? The facility for storing large number of captured pals. Any guild member can deposit or withdraw pals here. If you set it to private, it can serve as a personal pal storage. Okay. We're going to get this Ring of Mercy because I do want that. And do we want anything else? Not at the moment. I don't. Oh, let's get the Chillet saddle. And let's do some more health. There we go. We can grab this. And this. And, oh, we're actually just going to go like this. We'll go here. We'll go here. Go to sleep. And then we'll teleport from our base closer to the syndicate boss. And like I said, in between this episode and next episode, I will start traveling up towards where we want to be. Well, where I want to be. Let's see. I do have, okay, I was going to say, I have the nighttime set to like twice the speed as the daytime. Just for video purposes. I still want to be able to catch the nighttime pals, but I also know that we kind of need to, like, filming at night just doesn't work. So, let's go here. And I think we gotta go directly this way? Yeah. So, oh, actually, because I always like to check, I'm looking for certain pals. So, let's grab this. Let's go in here. See what we can find. Bye. Oh, he does have... Oh, that's the other one we need is Gobfin. But I don't want an easygoing Gobfin. I don't... Oh, I have, like, no money. But I do at the back of the base. So, yeah, I do want to catch those 4. So we'll probably start setting up our breeding operations early next episode. And get that going. I do actually have it where it takes time for eggs to hatch. So we do have to deal with that, which doesn't bother me one bit. I actually like that. I forgot how terrible Nightwing is. And I wouldn't mind getting a second pal to ride on. Let's just check it really quick here. I did hatch a couple eggs because I had a couple. What do we think is in here? We don't really need it, but we'll catch it. Are they really not going to notice me? Alrighty, they didn't notice me, so I guess we're just going to walk this way. Pretend like it never even happened. There is a lift monk effigy right there. Alright, let's do this. That. And then we can turn around and go like this. Let's get off him. Grab lift monk. Come here. If you're wondering why I have the axe out, like it. So when you're on the crossbow, you shoot once and then it like stutter shoots. It shoots basically every time you shoot. So I just use the axe so that way I can continuously swing. But that's going to be it for this episode. I will see you guys in the next one. For now, see you later.